If we can move on to the next petition on our agenda this morning, which is Petition 1458, which calls for the introduction of a register of interest for members of Scotland's Judiciary. As members will recall, we have previously agreed to write to the Lord President and Cabinet Secretary for Justice and have considered a draft letter at previous meetings. This is a petition that has received much consideration since it was lodged in 2012, and I would like to express my gratitude to the petitioner for raising the issue and to all those who have engaged in discussions on the issues raised in the petition, including both the Lord President, Lord Carloway, and his predecessor, Lord Gill. During the course of consideration of the petition, positive developments have occurred, most notably the introduction and further development of a register of judicial recusals. The register brings welcome transparency to instances where a judge may decide or be requested to decline to hear a particular case. The committee particularly welcomes the recent agreement of the Lord President to expand the information captured in this register. The core action requested by the petition, however, was the establishment of a register of financial interests. We have given much thought to this request, hearing views both for and against such a register. Having taken these arguments into account, the committee has concluded that a register of financial interests is not unworkable, and it's the view of the committee that such a register should be introduced. In reaching this view, the committee is very clear that it does not consider there to be a basis for any suggestion of corruption in respect of Scotland's judiciary or of inappropriate influences on judicial decision-making. Rather, it is the view that we have reached based on the principles of transparency and openness in public life. While this is the view of the committee, we also understand that the Lord President and the Scottish Government have both indicated that they do not support the introduction of a register. And I wonder if we think it should be appropriate for us to invite the Justice Committee to consider the petition in light of our recommendation. And I wonder if members are content to write to the Lord President and the Scottish Government, setting out our view, and to refer the petition to the Justice Committee for its consideration. And I wonder if members have any comments. Angus?
Yeah, thanks, Convener. Clearly this is another long-running petition which has been live since December 2012, for as long as I've been on the committee, and it was originally based on a similar move in New Zealand, which was subsequently withdrawn. I, along with a wide range of backbenchers, spoke in favour of the introduction of a register of interest at the time, during a chamber debate in the previous session. And that support from backbenchers was from across the political spectrum. So it's clear to me that we need to ensure transparency and openness in public life, as well as ensuring confidence in those holding public office. And personally, and clearly it's not the view of the committee, but I believe a register of interests along the lines of the system operating in Norway, which I've looked at, is the way to go. However, I'm aware that the committee as a whole hasn't taken a view on that. Of course, Convener, the petition's already secured a result, as you've referred to, with the introduction of a register of recusals, which was brought into effect in April 2014, directly as a result of this petition. So the petitioner has got a result already. And that also, as you've referred to, the current Lord President, Lord Carloway, has agreed to extend the scope of the register of recusals. Personally, I'd have been keen to see the Scottish Government and the Judicial Office for Scotland do some further work on the introduction of a register of financial interests. However, as you've suggested, is possibly the way forward. In the first instance, I think we should refer the petition to the Justice Committee to allow them to hopefully move the issue forward.
Okay, anyone else? Rona?
Yes, I just broadly agree with what my colleague has said. I think that's the natural way forward for this petition. I don't think we can actually take it any further, given that the history that we've just heard. So I think it's a sensible decision to send it to the Justice Committee for their consideration.
Is that agreed?
Agreed.
Okay. In that case, we are agreeing to write to the Lord President, Scottish Government, setting out our view, and to refer the petition to the Justice Committee for its consideration. Okay. Excellent, thank you.